Welcome to the virtual tour of the Johnson Space Center, Ellington Field, and Sonny Carter facilities. JSC covers more than 1,600 acres and approximately 200 buildings containing more than 4 million square feet of floor space. The purpose of this tour is to provide a general familiarization of the types of buildings that the facilities contractor will need to support at JSC. The Building 90 Rocket Park houses the Apollo Saturn V, Little Joe, and Mercury Redstone rockets, which are available for public viewing in Space Center Houston tours. Building 14 is the Deep Space Test Facility that houses the anechoic chamber. Building 17 is the Engineering and Applications Development Laboratory. It is also where food is prepared for the astronauts' missions. Building 15 is the Systems Safety Engineering Building and the Receiving Inspection Test Facility, where destructive and non-destructive testing is performed. Building 16 is the Avionics Integration Lab. Building 13 is the Engineering Structures Test Facility. Building 2 is a lead facility that houses the Public Affairs Office and the JSC Teague Auditorium, where announcements and presentations are held. Building 1 is where all program offices, directorate heads, including the COD director, and the JSC Center Director are located. The Building 4 complex is a prime example of the office buildings that support the center. It is where the majority of the International Space Station program and the astronaut offices are housed. Building 5 is the Flight Simulations Complex. Building 29 is the Advanced Integration Laboratory. Building 35 is scheduled for demolition. Building 28 is the Auxiliary Chiller Facility. More information on Building 28 will be provided later. Building 27 is the Astronaut Quarantine Facility, also known as the AQF. Building 26 is the Center for Human Spaceflight Performance and Research, which houses the astronauts' gym and pool. Building 31 is the JSC Curation Facility, where NASA's lunar rocks and other types of solar system particles are stored. Building 37 is the Life Sciences Building, which is scheduled for demolition since it has been replaced by the new Building 21. Building 9, the Space Vehicle Mock-up Facility and Model Shop, was built in 1966 for support of lunar exploration programs. High bay wings were added in 1987 and 1993 for support of the Space Shuttle and International Space Station functions, including mock-ups for crew training and system engineering evaluations. It also houses the Partial Gravity Simulator and the lab for Orion AA-2 module. Its capabilities also include surface exploration, human robotic and expeditionary infrastructure, EVA robotics and crew systems, human space transportation, human robotic interface, flight crew and flight controller training. Building 10 is the JSC Manufacturing Facility, which was built in 1964. It houses an extensive manufacturing and fabrication shop for construction of wood, plastic, and metal spacecraft prototypes up to full-scale models. Building 30 is the Mission Control Center, which is used to communicate with human spaceflight missions. Building 30 houses the personnel, equipment, and facilities necessary to exercise operational support for manned spaceflight programs. The Mission Operations Wing is the hub for communications and electronics controls employed to maintain contact with spacecraft and crew during actual missions. Building 46 is the Central Computing Facility. Building 45 houses most on-site administrative functions of the directorates and many of the COD functions. It also houses the facilities contractors, administrative, and design staff. Building 21 is the lead Human Health and Performance Facility, which took place of Building 37. Building 20 is the lead Office for Facility Transition Building, which houses the Institutional Procurement Office and the Safety Office. Building 44 is the Communications and Tracking Development Laboratory. Building 24 is the central heating and cooling plant, which was built in 1963. This facility provides heating, cooling, and control air for JSC through its system of steam, chilled water, and compressed air lines via underground tunnels at JSC. This facility is a 2-story, open bay, concrete masonry, and steel frame structure. Also, the Operations Control Center is located in the building on the 2nd floor, which provides data acquisition and control functions for the building systems. Offices, a meeting room, break rooms, and control stations are also provided in the building. A 5-ton overhead crane is located on the 2nd floor, along with an opening to allow access from below. More information on Building 24 will be provided later. Building 32 is an office and high bay laboratory facility that provides capability for full-scale thermal vacuum testing of large spacecraft systems and human testing and training in a high-fidelity simulated space environment. Building 32 is the Space Environment Simulation Laboratory, which was built in 1964. The facilities contractor, under a task order, provides rigging support for testing operations. Rigging support in this building would include loading flight hardware into test chambers for testing. The building houses chambers A and B, as well as the James Webb Space Telescope's clean room. This building also has 2 50-ton overhead bridge cranes to support testing operations in chambers A and B. Immediately in front of Building 32 are the associated liquid nitrogen storage tanks and the nitrogen pumping facility. Building 49 is where acoustic and vibration testing on test articles were conducted. This facility is scheduled for demolition. The administrative support facilities in the 200 area provides for print shop and reproduction, mail sorting, and procurement support. Building 207 houses the Gilruth Center and Gymnasium, where outside conferences, meetings, and events are held. Building 211 houses the Child Care Center. Building 221 is the 138 kilovolt electrical substation, which was built in 1963. It serves as the main electrical power distribution control point, serving the entire center. Building 227 is where printing and graphics personnel are located. Building 227 is scheduled for demolition. The large fenced complex is the Energy Systems Test Area, or ESTA, which was built from 1964 through 1998. ESTA is a hazardous testing area consisting of 112 acres that performs pyrotechnic explosives testing, battery testing, power quality testing, and in situ resource utilization development to convert lunar and Martian soil into water, fuel, hydrogen, and oxygen for future manned flights. The ESTA facilities provide capability to test fluid and energy conversion systems used in space, such as pyrotechnics, power generation, and storage. It also provides support to medical, automotive, and small chemical process industries. The 300 area complex consists of craft shops, laydown areas, and office buildings of the facilities contractor. It houses the facilities contractor's construction, maintenance, and operations craft personnel, and material used on construction projects at JSC. Building 321 houses the paint shop. Building 329 houses the maintenance shop facility. Building 326 houses the grounds equipment maintenance contract. The grounds maintenance personnel perform their own grounds equipment maintenance. This requirement is not in the facilities contract. Building 327 contains the Maintenance Work Control Center. All work is scheduled through the facility contractor's Work Control Center. Building 322 houses the water treatment facilities used for water storage and disinfectant, which are operated and maintained by the facilities contract. Building 333 is used to temporarily store materials for use by the facilities contractor. The Building 400 complex houses the logistics contract, where critical spares and temporary storage are located. Logistics support facilities include mission support storage, special purpose staging, rigging equipment, vehicle support, shipping and receiving, furniture and supply warehouses, media resources, and film repository. The Sonny Carter Training Facility is a remotely located JSC site, which was built in 1996 for flight crew training. Sonny Carter is home to the Neutral Buoyancy Lab, or NBL, Software Development and Integration Laboratory, or SDIL, and the Light Manufacturing Facility, or LMF. Building S920N is the High Bay and Water Immersion Facility. The NBL simulates a space environment for extravehicular astronaut training by providing controlled neutral buoyancy operations to simulate the zero-G weightless condition that is experienced by space-suited crew members outside their spacecraft during orbit. It is an essential tool for the design, testing, procedure development, and the assembly of the International Space Station, ISS, and future NASA programs. Building S920L is the Light Manufacturing Facility. This high bay facility is used for prototype construction and storage. Building S920A is the Software Development and Integration Laboratory. The SDIL is a high bay facility that provides capability for the development, integration, and testing of flight software at JSC and other nationwide locations. Building S924 is the Super Guppy Shipping Fixture Storage Facility. Building S925 is the Mock-Up Storage Facility. Building S926 is the Security Guardhouse located at the main entrance to Sonny Carter parking lot. Ellington Field was built up from 1917 through 1999. It has 3 hangars, 6 warehouse facilities, and 16 other aircraft support facilities and shops, which support aircraft operations, astronaut training, aircraft maintenance, administrative aircraft, and high-altitude research. There is also a joint use agreement with the Texas Air National Guard and the City of Houston. The E-135 maintenance hangar is utilized to provide maintenance inspections and software support for the astronauts training aircraft. E-135D is the motor generator facility. E-136 is the aircraft corrosion control facility. E-137 is the aircraft tire and wheel maintenance shop, which is utilized to repair and refurbish aircraft tires and rims. E-137B is the aircraft wheel staging building, which provides for storage and staging of aircraft wheels and tires for JSC aircraft. E-139 Gatehouse No. 1 provides a secure access point near building E-135. E-140A is storage building No. 1. E-140B is the fire suppression storage building, which provides for storage of fire suppression equipment used in the J-85 engine test cell. E-142 is the aircraft test article facility, which supports aircraft operations testing. E-150 is the fuel cell support facility, providing fuel cell maintenance for the T-38 aircraft. E-151A is the sound suppression facility. E-245 is the deluge pump station. E-261 is the guardhouse, which provides a secure access point on Tract 1 near building E-267. E-265 is the warehouse, supply, and maintenance building utilized for the storing of major item aircraft parts and supplies. The E-276 maintenance hangar provides for maintenance of T-38 aircraft and flight operations offices. The E-266 warehouse is used as a multi-purpose warehouse for shelf supplies supporting aircraft operations. E-271 is the aviation support facility, which provides administrative offices for safety personnel supporting aircraft operations. E-272 is the aircraft operations welding shop, utilized by support contractors as a welding workshop for aircraft maintenance and operations. E-267 is the management support facility, which provides office space for NASA and contract personnel supporting quality assurance. E-260 is the communication telephone services building. E-273 is the multi-purpose support facility, which provides office space for NASA and facility contract personnel supporting aircraft operations. It also houses a passenger air terminal and major conference facility. E-278 is the aircraft ground support equipment shop. E-279 is the welding shop. E280 is the canopy that houses the Guppy aircraft. E380 is the supply and maintenance warehouse. It houses tires and miscellaneous temporary storage items for aircraft maintenance. The E990 maintenance hangar provides an enclosed area for the housing and maintenance of the high-altitude WB-57 aircraft. The E990B guardhouse is the swing gate security entrance for hangar E990. E993 is this hangar support facility that provides support space for personnel conducting training and aircraft operations. E994 is the aircraft maintenance support building, which provides storage for aircraft, maintenance of service equipment, and storage of spare parts and supplies in support of building E990.